Hello everyone, welcome back to an episode of the Guild Wars 1 Let's Play. We are back in Vlox Falls, back on the Paragon, to follow our next person.
Why are you bothering?
I think we want to do Ula next, yeah.
Think.
You never get this project off the ground without Ula. She's the most proficient golemancer around. Problem is that she's locked herself away in her underground laboratory. I don't know exactly where it is, but do know where someone who can take you there. However, for that information, you'll owe me a favor. Deal? Okay. If you want to find Ula, speak to your former assistant, Blim. He's a bit odd and he knows how to find her. Look for Bloom and Rata Sum when I come calling for that favor. Don't try to weasel out of it, human. It won't remember I'm much smarter than you. I'm off to find Blim so I can find Ula. And yes, I owe you a favor. I think I left a pot boiling back at the Eye of the North. I love some of the... They were just having fun with a lot of the decline dialogues in the later campaigns. They were just having a good time. But we are going to make our way to Rata Sum. Today's episode is probably going to be mostly about the adventure to Rata Sum, probably. Got some relatively cool landmarks and stuff along the way, if I remember correctly. A lot of crate around here. We're actually going to go around. There's a back kind of way you can go into this. There's a cave around here. Actually, wait. Is there an entrance right here? There might be an entrance right here. Oh, wow. I think I normally go the other way because I normally run it. And when I'm running it, it's easier for me sometimes to go the other way. But maybe I'm wrong about that. But here is a new enemy type. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure we haven't really seen these in the series so far. But these are simians. They're basically... what are they called? I mean, obviously monkeys, but like, there's a specific kind of monkey. You see them sometimes, pictures of them hanging out in hot springs and stuff like that. They're that kind of monkey. At least that's what they look like they're based off of. But there's this cool area inside this cave here. Some incubi's showing up, so let's go pop some defenses here real quick. Make sure the team's doing alright. You'll kind of see it a little bit better once we get around this this wall here. This is a pretty cool cave. Some kind of like a bioluminescent plants here. It's kind of that cool effect with the Maguma jungle where like it's familiar but it's different, because obviously it feels kind of like the Maguma jungle back in the day, you know, the original Prophecies jungle, because it's very close to that. But it's also kind of different because you have a lot of this old architecture here, which I believe this is supposed to be Mersat architecture. I'm not quite sure, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure a lot of this stuff is supposed to be Mersat architecture. Because the idea is that the Asurans didn't build this. The Asurans came from, used to live underground deep in the earth. So this isn't Asuran ruins. The idea is that they just kind of found them and repurposed them for their home. Alright. But yeah, that's a really cool shot there. You can see the light coming through the cave and the pyramid thing over there. I think you could actually get on top of it from one of the directions. I should have brought an anti-blind now that I think about it. I don't think I brought a way to remove blind, but it's whatever. It doesn't really matter. Ow. Holy heck, Oli is kind of getting a little blasted there. Kind of getting a little shablasted. Oh, more EQs. Fun. Oh, and it's the fun ones. These ones in particular are so annoying because they're the ones that have knockdowns and stuff like that. Oh, come on. Stop knocking me down. What a jerk. Ooh, lockpick. Yeah, interrupt him. Do not let him res, please. Thank you. There's also these big mushrooms here. Pretty cool. There's some of those in different areas of the dungeons. We'll see some more of those. Oh, I totally forgot to pick up the bounty. Whatever. But look at that cool, like, light floating through. And I think coming up here, we're going to start to see more stuff that is more indicative of what I remember the Asuran areas to be, which is, like, a big thing about these areas, as you can see from the loading screen there really quick, is, actually not really quick, but right there is these floating rock structures. And these are relatively common deep within the Asuran zones. Now that we're more in the real, like, I don't know, the real Asuran zones being not necessarily like a scientific term or an exact science, but now that we're deeper in like the Asuran area, we'll see more of those floating rocks. Which I wonder if they have a similar thing to how, if you remember the rocks, or those floating gardens in Vabi, I wonder if there's any kind of, like, I wonder if they use a similar system. So I believe it's stayed to be, like, magneticism here. And look at this is pretty cool, I actually didn't. Yeah, there's some of the rocks up there. You can see up there. I'm not sure if you can actually walk across those. You might be able to, but I don't think so. If you look back, I'm trying to get a better shot of this. But there's all these things in the way. But there's these heads up there. No clue what those are. But pretty cool. Waterfall coming out of one of the mouths. But yeah, those floating rocks up there are what I think of whenever I think of like Asuran zones and Asuran areas. Ah, crap. Double aggroed. I don't think the spiders will be too bad, so maybe we'll deal with them first. He says. We gotta make sure that everybody's taking as little damage as humanly possible. That's the one nice thing about playing the Paragon, is I can give so much defensives to the team that it's just, it's absolutely ludicrous. It doesn't necessarily help blow through stuff faster, but it sure as heck increases the survivability of the team by quite a bit. I'm not sure if we're going to see many more of the floating rocks on the way to Rata Sum, but definitely as we explore some of the other zones, and definitely as we end up deeper in the Asuran zones doing quests and such. I like the atmosphere of this zone quite a bit. I don't know. I still think the Ascalon areas are the coolest of the areas added in this campaign. And I do really like a lot of the really deep, like, icy caverns in some of the Norn areas and in some of the dungeons. But these certain areas are pretty cool. So just because they're probably the third best thing in the expansion doesn't... Their third best area of the expansion doesn't mean they're bad. It's just that the other ones are... You know, Ascalon's pretty nostalgic, and the, like, deep icy caves are pretty cool. Especially because we've had, like... I guess part of it as well is just that we've had updated expansions since, like, Prophecies, right? So getting to see Ascalon-style areas, but in the much better, like, engine and stuff of, whenever Eye of the North was out. And, like, we haven't really been in a place that's cold for, like, a whole expansion. You know, all of Alona was pretty hot, and even most of, Cantho was too. There was really only like one area in the starter area that had any snow, and nothing like deep, icy, like frozen. I think probably able to get a better view of those rocks. We can kind of get a better view of those rocks. I was hoping to get a good view of the heads back there, but apparently the draw distance isn't big enough. That's a pretty cool shot. I love how deep this ravine is. It's a jar of invigoration over there. I have no clue what that does. Presumably it's for some quests. Alright, team. Mess them up. No. Mess them up. He says as they die. No, hit them. I don't know what this is for, but I might carry it with me until we get to Rata Sum. Pot. It doesn't do anything. You can stay here. Oh. It did something. It just blew up. Monkeys, they have a, I totally didn't realize this, but they have a unique, enemy ability, Monkey See, Monkey Do, which I think copies one of your spells. Yeah, they have, like, Wandering Eye. That's funny. Monkey See, Monkey Do. Here's kind of like a burnt section with a whole bunch of destroyers and stuff. This will be relevant for a something later, but we're just gonna kind of skinny our way on past because we're pretty close to Rata Sum at this point. Can we skinny through here as well? Come on, don't be fat. Don't be fat. Oh, we're not fat. Thank God. No fat. Was a little stuck. Now we might be fat. Nope, no fat. Good. Yeah, and there's a whole bunch more Asuran structurals. We'll learn about this stuff later in the quest line, but we're just running through here now. Maybe I should have ran through another section of this map just to kind of show that area off as well. Because we'll be back here. But neither here nor there. There's an iguana. I will be streaming some tonight after this video goes live. If you want to drop by and say hi. I think we're going to be playing a little bit of Guild Wars. I want to finish out the menagerie on my main. I want to finish out all the different pets, at least the ones I can get. I think there's a couple that are locked to holidays. Or finishing up a good chunk of it. And then I'm probably going to be playing some Classic WoW tonight. But here we are at Rata Sum. Not too bad of a run. But yeah, again, I believe these are Mersat architecture. And like the Asurans have just kind of taken over and added their own things to them. Let's go talk to Blim over here and finish up this quest. What's up, Blim?
Here comes
Have you
trouble.
seen my staff? Who's there? Have you seen my staff? No? Oh, Lork sent you. I owe him a favor. Yeah, I can help you find Ula's workshop. It's not easy to get to, though. I should know. I helped design the security system. It's good. Really good. Heh. Meet me in Magastones. I'll show you the way to her lab. By the way, have you seen my red staff? Interesting. So I guess we will not be finishing that quest. We'll be doing that next episode whenever we go to the thing. It's kind of the big centerpiece of Rata Sum is those weird cube things. These are certain technologies. Some huts here. I like how they put all these Asurans on these little stands and stuff, so they're actually like higher than you. I don't know why I find that funny, but it's like they got sick and tired of being called short. So they got on a step stool. Din Polymock registration. That's a side quest adventure we're going to be going on at some point. But let's read the outpost description. The hub of Asuran activity on the surface world, Rata Sum was quickly and magically erected whenever the race arrived from their native underground homes. Yes, I was mentioning they used to live underground. Geomystic generators dot the air, providing free power to the town. Some find the atmosphere within the town uncomfortable, saying you can literally feel the energy being sucked from the air. But the Asuran vow this enchanted technology is quote-unquote perfectly safe. Yeah, sure. But anyway, that is going to be all for today. I want to thank you all for coming out. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.